All right, who's up for some challenging problems here? So, what makes these a challenge? In this situation, the challenge is the fact that we have a value in front of the x squared term. And this is the first time we can't just factor it out. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. All right, we still want to multiply to 15. We still want to add to 13, but we must consider 2x. What I mean is we're still having our two sets of parentheses, but instead of it being x and x like we're used to seeing, one of them has to be 2x because remember FOIL first, you have to multiply the 2x squared. So this makes this one a little bit more difficult. Well, we still write our factors of 15. So we still have 1 and 15. We still have 3 and 5. But we know that we have to multiply one of those two values by 2, right? So we got to multiply to 15 and add to 13 while one of them is being multiplied by 2. So here's what I mean. If we take a look at the first one, I could do 2 times 1 plus 15, but that does not equal 13. So it's not that. I could do 2 plus 15 times, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. The second one. I could do 1 plus 2 times 15, but again, that does not equal 13. So that eliminates 1 and 15 as my choices. Well, let's look at the second one. I could do 2 times 3 plus 5. Well, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 5 is 11, so that doesn't equal 13. So I really only have one more choice, and that choice is to do 3 plus 2 times 5. Well, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 does give us the 13. So we know these are the values we use, and we just have to make sure that the 2 and the 5 are on opposite sides. How did I know that? Well, I know 2x times x is going to give me 2x squared. I know that 2x times 5 is going to give me 10x. I know that 3 times x is going to give me the 3x. And I know that the 3 times 5 is going to give me the 15. So this will simplify to 2x squared plus 13x plus 15. Back to the normal answer. And I think what I was trying to show you there is that I knew that the 2 and the 5 had to be in separate parentheses because the only way to multiply them is through FOIL and they have to be in opposite sides. All right. Let's look at the next one. We know that this is going to break up into a 3x and an x. We need to multiply to a negative 14 and add to a 19. All right, well, let's list our factors of 14. 1 and 14, 2 and 7. We need to multiply to a negative 14. So 1 has to be positive, 1 has to be negative, and we have to multiply one of them by 3. Okay, let's figure this out. Well, if I put a 3 here, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 14 is 17. So I know it's not that one. But if I put the 3 here? Well, that already gets me to 42, so I know it's not that one. So I've already eliminated the 1 and the 14. So now it's just a matter of messing with the 2 and the 7. What if I do 3 times 7? That's 21. And I subtract 2. Does that give me to 19? Negative 2 plus 21 does give me to 19. So I know this is my setup, okay? I know that I need to put the 7 over here because that's the only way the 3 and the 7 can multiply. And I know that has to be addition because there's no sign over here. And I know this has to be my minus 2. So let's work that out. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times 7 is 21x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times 7 is minus 14. 3x squared plus 19x minus 14. Good. So I know this was my correct answer.